Do you want to take your game to the next level? Subscribe to the AMPT Mental Performance newsletter to get valuable tips, strategies, and resources delivered straight to your inbox. It's your guide to unlocking your full potential through the power of mental performance. Sign up today using the link in the show notes or visit ArizonaMPT.com. Stop playing games and train to become a champion. What if I told you your mind can practice success just as much as your body can? This is Neil Wadier with the AMPT Mental Performance Podcast, diving into the power of visualization and how mental rehearsal can take your game to the next level. Last episode, we briefly discussed visualization and how to incorporate it into your pregame routine. Since this is one of the more advanced mental performance techniques, we will dedicate today's episode to learning more about visualization. Visualization is like a mental workout for your brain. It's the practice of imagining yourself performing a task or skill in vivid detail, using all your senses to create a mental blueprint for success. You will also hear me refer to this as simulation, which encourages a deeper practice, completely immersing yourself in the thinking and feeling of a future performance. When you visualize, you're not just daydreaming. You're engaging in the same parts of your brain that activate when you physically perform the skill. This creates stronger neural pathways, helping your mind and body work together more effectively. Think about a time you rehearsed something in your mind. Maybe picturing yourself making the winning shot or nailing a perfect serve. That mental practice helps you feel more prepared and confident when it's time to perform. The science behind visualization is fascinating. Research shows your brain can't always tell the difference between something vividly imagined and something physically experienced. It's like watching an exciting movie or walking through a haunted house. You know both are fake, but the exciting movie gets your muscles moving although you're sitting on your couch. A monster jumping out at you from around the corner startles you even though you know there's an actor behind the mask. When you visualize a future event, your brain fires the same neurons as if you were physically performing the action. It's like creating a mental playbook where every repetition strengthens your connection between mind and body. The idea has been studied as far back as 1967. Australian psychologist Dr. Alan Richardson divided participants into three groups to assess the impact of mental practice on free throw shooting skills. One group practiced a free throw physically for 20 minutes daily. The second group engaged in no practice. The third group practiced solely through visualization, mentally rehearsing successful free throws without physical practice. After 20 days, the results showed the first group improved by 24%. The second group, who didn't practice at all, showed no improvement. And the third group, using just mental imagery, improved by 23%, nearly matching the physical practice group's performance. This study demonstrated the significant effect of mental rehearsal on skill development. It's a tool you can use anytime. No equipment, no gym, just your mind. Now let's talk about how you can use visualization to improve your performance. It's not just about closing your eyes and hoping for the best. It's about being intentional and detailed. So start by setting the scene. Find a quiet place where you won't be distracted. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Then begin to engage your senses. Visualization works best when it's vivid. Imagine the sights, sounds, and even the smells of the environment. Picture the court, the crowd, the ball in your hands. Hear the whistle or the cheers from your teammates. Then focus on the process. Don't just imagine the end result, like scoring a goal or winning the game. Focus on the steps that lead to success. Picture yourself dribbling, passing, and executing every move with precision. Embrace the challenges. Visualization isn't just about imagining everything going perfectly. Prepare for obstacles also, like an opponent's defense or a missed shot, and then picture yourself overcoming these challenges. This helps build mental resilience. Make sure you're practicing regularly. Just like physical training, visualization needs to be consistent. Spend 5 to 10 minutes a day mentally rehearsing your skills in game scenarios. Many elite athletes use visualization to gain a competitive edge. Michael Phelps, before every race, visualized every stroke, turn, and even potential challenges. just like when his goggles filled with water. This mental rehearsal prepared him for any scenario. Tom Brady is another one who is known for mentally walking through plays before games, visualizing not only his performance, but also how his teammates and opponents might react. You don't have to be an Olympian or a pro athlete to use this tool. Visualization is for anyone who wants to prepare better, whether it's for a game, practice, or even a big test at school. Let's break it down a little bit further. Here are some scenarios where visualization can be especially powerful. For skill development, imagine yourself perfecting a skill. You're working on improving your swimming or mastering a new drill. It could be pre-game preparation. Rehearse how you're going to start the game, walking into the performance environment, the field, the court. What is your mindset? What does your warm-up look like? What are the first plays that you're going to use? Under high-pressure moments, you can picture yourself calm and focused, especially during those clutch moments, like taking a penalty kick or making a free throw. It's also important because sports is real, injury can happen. So injury recovery and comeback. If you're coming back from an injury, visualize yourself regaining strength, moving confidently, and performing at your best. Visualization is a simple tool and very powerful. It can transform the way you prepare for competition. It helps you build confidence, sharpen your skills, and stay calm under pressure. Your challenge for this week: spend 5 minutes each day visualizing an aspect of your game. Start small. Maybe it's a single drill or the opening minutes of a game. The more detail you add, the more effective it will be. Thank you for listening to AMPT Mental Performance Weekly Podcast, your source for optimal mental performance coaching. I have 2 tasks for you this week. First, choose one action from today's conversation to implement in your life. Second, share this podcast and community with someone who values their mental performance. I appreciate your direct message feedback and would appreciate your online review of the podcast. Your honest rating and review help me improve the show and helps others find our community. Visit Arizona Mental Performance Training on all the popular social media outlets and at ArizonaMPT.com.